It has been my incredible privilege to work for and with Senator Dan Inouye for more than 25 years. It has been an amazing living lesson on leadership. And his only instruction, to make life better for everyday people. So simple, yet oftentimes very difficult. I had many hours to reflect on the long plane ride home about the last 6 days. And I had the bittersweet honor of accompanying Irene to bring our senator home. Senator Inouye left us on Monday, December 17th, in the same way in which he lived his life. In control, peacefully calm, and believe me, giving out instructions till the very end. And as our leader mentioned, his last act was to call in the medical staff of Walter Reed to thank them for their incredible and heroic efforts. He penned aloha and went on to a better place. And it reminded me of a story that he would often tell us about his father taking him to Chinatown to buy a koi or a carp. They'd go to Chinatown, they'd pick out the fish, they'd put it in a big burlap bag and return home. And then they'd put it in a big bucket of water. And the koi would thrash and splash water all over young Dan, violently attempting to elude capture. But once his father was able to catch the fish and put it on the cutting board, the koi lay very still. Our beloved senator fought gallantly to overcome his health challenges during these last 6 months. He fought like a warrior. But when it was time, he went like the koi, with discipline and dignity. His Senate colleagues and House colleagues paid him the greatest tribute by unanimously passing a joint resolution on Tuesday, December 18th, to allow his body to lie in state in the rotunda of our nation's capital. He is one of only 32 Americans to receive this high honor. And his casket lay on the wooden foundation that was made for President Abraham Lincoln. Just think about it. Think about it. This young boy from Makali, Mo'ili'ili, who was deemed an enemy alien by his country, went on to receive the Medal of Honor from President Clinton, and then to become the President pro tem of the Senate. And he lay on the same foundation made for the president who abolished the most egregious and reprehensible form of racial discrimination, which nearly severed our nation. Mr. President, your comments at the National Cathedral were beautiful. And your comments about our generation definitely hit a chord. Similar to you, I'm a little younger. I was about a year old when Dan Inouye became Hawaii Senator. Our generation and every generation that has followed has only known life with Senator Inouye. If there was a problem, let's call Senator Dan. If there was an opportunity to be seized, let's call Senator Dan. And even if you actually didn't call, you always knew that you could. And it didn't matter if you were rich or poor, Democrat or Republican, or from which island you came. The people of Hawaii had Dan Inouye on speed dial. And more often than not, Dan delivered. In so many ways, he was our security blanket. Hawaii is grieving a monumental loss. There is sorrow, there is despair, and there is a fear about a future without him. I am reminded of comments that were so kindly and personally made to Irene the day after the senator passed by Vice President Biden and Leader Reed. And they basically both said very similar things. That Dan encouraged me to do things, pursue things I didn't think I could do. And he was confident in me at times more than I was of myself. And then he supported me every step of the way. And as I thought about it, the senator has done exactly that for the more than 100 men and women, many of who are here today, who were fortunate enough to call him simply and affectionately boss. He also infused a similar confidence in the countless business, government, and community leaders throughout Hawaii, that they were good enough, they were smart enough and tough enough to compete and to be successful. So I say to you, this is our turn, Hawaii, to step forward and to demonstrate that we have been paying attention and we have been listening to his lifetime lesson on leadership and humanity, because you know he is watching us right now. My friends, this is Danny Inouye's legacy. It is not simply all the stuff that he delivered for 50 years. It is also that fighting spirit, that risk-taking confidence, ever filled with hope, that he has infused in all of us. So let us pick up the baton that he has laid at our feet and carry forward in his name and for our beloved Hawaii. Aloha, boss. Ahui ho, until we meet again.